Energy markets are under intense pressure. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer and allies have called on Iran to end attacks on energy sites and disruptions to maritime trade and energy flows through the Strait of Hormuz. On March 19, 2066, diplomatic, economic, and military stability is fracturing across 3 continents. These aren't just isolated regional frictions. We are seeing a synchronized breakdown of the international order that connects these separate global crises. Ukraine's finances are threatened as Hungary's Viktor Orbán refuses to lift his veto on a loan of more than $100 billion, while attacks on energy sites in the Gulf region continue to escalate. Global energy security, Eurozone stability, and the risk of a wider Middle Eastern war are all facing much greater pressure than before. Middle East tensions are currently causing the most direct and frightening instability for the global economy. The Strait of Hormuz is facing significant maritime disruptions, prompting the United Kingdom and its international allies to issue urgent demands for Iran to stop its recent energy attacks. This shipping bottleneck is now the main site of a tense fight over global oil. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, along with key allies Japan and Germany, are now demanding an immediate end to these ongoing energy attacks. Tensions are rising across the Middle East as the United States faces a period of escalation. While Trump has called NATO's refusal to help on Iran a very foolish mistake, the region remains volatile as attacks on energy sites continue. While this delay offers a momentary pause, this happens during high volatility. Threats to strike Iran's energy sector signal that Israel might expand operations if maritime trade disruptions continue, according to regional tensions are intensifying as UK and allied leaders call on Iran to end attacks on energy sites and disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. DCA to ton for check. This expansion, including attacks on energy sites, has led UK and allied leaders to call on Iran to end disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. As global attention shifts to the Middle East and oil prices surge, a major financial setback has hit Ukraine after Hungary blocked a loan of more than $100 billion. Viktor Orbán blocked a €90 billion loan meant for Ukraine, creating a significant financial setback for the nation's recovery efforts. This veto blocks a package containing over $100 billion of total European support. Hungary's block on €100 billion leaves Ukraine's war effort in doubt. Budapest's recent decision is triggering a standoff in the European Council. EU leaders face a choice: move forward with the loan and risk a public veto from Orbán or stall the entire package. This tension threatens the stability of the current funding negotiations. This political instability threatens essential aid to Kyiv right now. This growing EU split occurs while Hungary and Slovakia remain the only 2 EU members still receiving oil through the Druzhba pipeline. Hungary won temporary exemptions from the EU's Russian oil import ban. Financial stability is under threat. Hungary's refusal to lift its veto on a loan of more than $100 billion is threatening Kyiv's finances. This downturn is hitting hard. Ongoing trade and energy instability drove this downward revision across the sector. Even large companies are struggling. Cat Hutchison reported a 33% profit decline recently, reflecting these broader economic pressures. Citing rising geopolitical friction and the rollout of new sanctions and export controls, which continue to destabilize global markets, Trump has postponed his trip to Beijing, delaying a potential China reset. This delay, happening while Iran war dynamics shift, stops a needed reset between the world's 2 largest economies, while the risk of miscalculation is currently peaking. Without this diplomatic progress, tensions continue to escalate globally. Without this summit, global leadership lacks a clear path to stop the escalating energy and trade wars currently unfolding across the world, leaving international markets in a state of profound uncertainty. How do these simultaneous crises affect you? From Hungary blocking a $100 billion loan to Ukraine to energy site attacks, geopolitical risks are intensifying. Closing the Strait of Hormuz does more than raise gas prices. It breaks the entire global supply chain, causing a domino effect across international trade networks. Recent energy site attacks directly threaten the global economy, creating widespread instability. These side effects hit harder. Hungary's blockade of Ukraine's funding weakens European security, which might encourage Russia to launch more attacks. Intensifying geopolitical tensions have driven an unprecedented evolution in tariffs, sanctions, and export controls, creating a volatile environment for trade and investment flows. From energy site attacks in the Gulf to Hungary's veto on a $100 billion Ukraine loan, geopolitical tensions are intensifying, driving shifts in trade, sanctions, and national security regimes. But the Koordingi, a vilely open hundred, is dementen most kanta, which na bado actually energy exadak. In Vierbalian, other states, just tensionsologist and $billion, just a core and $stats, other tensionsologist. News cycles can't keep up with how quickly things move. To track these shifts and see the actual mechanics behind the headlines, subscribe and hit the bell. I want to hear your take. What do you think happens next with the Strait of Hormuz? Post your thoughts below. I will track these updates and report back as new details emerge.